across this, but it's this thing called whatwouldisay.com. Right? Okay. So great. So here's the thing. Like, it takes your Facebook status and does fun stuff with them. Sometimes I post a bit of my poetry. Sometimes I post things about, like, I don't know, feminism, racism, I guess my poetry. And so I tried to work with this bot, and I was like, you know what, this bot writes better crap than I do. So this is entirely made up with bot phrases. That is what this is. It's called Shriya is a bot, and Shriya bot. Struggling to be a child, the relatives wouldn't hold her. She would, out of analyzing our existence, our differences, our relative roles, and wrapped in horrible positions power-wise. It's a simple matter where she goes. Be across the woman raped by email. If you just realized I can find more than women to read, promise, and solve. They won't release her friends who did not want to read. No, not my stories, just I am. My eyes as I disembodied. But yes, I'm writing one. Never thought I'd write. My lover says how he loves, how like I'm not a race. But this move caused whiteness to fracture the name ethnicity was expected to do. I was a prominent theme that I kept in a container sideways in India. You need an impact on the true horror story. I know I can be a small hand held as encroaching on another trigger conversation and genuine compassion. I don't perform womanhood in a gentle process. I'm a body. My new struggle is learning to be. I like being home, clutching my heartbeat, bringing blood to people. Dare I want to end. The light bulb knows better. The light bulb knows none of racial justice. It only heard when I think. It's a visceral reaction, a rotting boat. This is my heartbeat, bringing blood to my throat, lips, on my Facebook if you're 6, a new column for things said by her last night. It only took all of me. I like their pockets. Everybody wants to lay down, mais je peux pas parler de problème avec mes amis québécois. As always, lovely to reconnect, and language laws were not relationships. Language is not at the moment. It's my first-degree sprain. Instead, the conversation was drowning. This is a simple action of languages. We manage to fill each other with words, with slight tongues in every fall. I'm falling into a bigger ball. I'm falling into the dominant faction of elites. Adopted a strategy of coded messaging and avoidance of obvious racial conflict while using Vaseline in August. But yes, I'm rusty with Edward Said and pomegranate tea here when brown children die without a calendar or a colonial empire. I'm struggling to avoid August. I was a colonial empire, reduced to kitschy cool paraphernalia. I'm curious about a friend of mine and the near future. Facebook sometimes locks themselves away, splinters in the world. He proceeded to tell time. It was red velvet cake. I needed some of the blue, yeah. All hail the pro-feminist writers of Minority of Civility, that is what has been over. Steep me for 6 minutes in 98 degrees Celsius water.